Hey friends, it's Quinn the Questioner. Today, we're lighting a small lamp inside a big, drafty room. Corruption, the kind that slips into government when power forgets people. We'll walk with Plato, who watched Athens rise and wobble, and asked a hard question that still stings. What happens to a city when the loudest voices steer and the wisest go quiet? Settle in. No outrage for its own sake. Just a steady look at how the past keeps showing up in our present. Picture Athens after the Peloponnesian War. Political whiplash, money-greasing palms, brilliant talkers winning crowds, and the bitter memory of the 30 tyrants still fresh in the mind. Plato, a young aristocrat turned philosopher, watches the city he loves stumble from democracy's promise into demagoguery's hangover. In the Republic, he sketches a parable, the ship of state. The people are the ship owner, big-hearted, powerful, a bit hard of hearing. The sailors are the politicians, elbowing each other for the helm, drugging the captain with flattery, promising a smooth voyage. Off to the side stands the navigator, the one person who actually knows the stars and currents. But he's mocked as useless because he won't hustle for the wheel. Plato's point isn't subtle. When knowledge and character sit on the dock while cunning and performance wrestle for power, a city sails by luck and noise. That's the runway where corruption lands. Plato maps a slow unraveling. First, honor-loving leaders talk about virtue but quietly chase prestige. Then, money slides in. An oligarchic mood settles. Policy bends toward wealth, not the common good. Eventually, the pendulum swings to democracy in its wild form, freedom without guardrails. Every desire demands equal billing, and anyone who promises everything sounds like salvation. And then the most dangerous figure appears, the would-be savior. He feeds on grievance, buys loyalty, punishes critics, and calls it protection. What looks like rescue becomes tyranny with a smile. Plato isn't ranting. He's diagramming how cities decay when we prize charisma over competence, slogans over substance, and loyalty over law. Corruption rarely kicks the door. It whispers. A contract nudged to a friend who can deliver. A watchdog agency starved of funding. Rules bent just this once to help the party, the donor, the family. The public yawns because it's technical. But the small bends teach power that nobody's looking, and where nobody's looking, the public purse becomes a private pantry. Plato's worry wasn't only bad actors, it was civic sleep. When citizens treat politics like a noisy hallway to hurry past, the hallway fills with people who love the echo. Silence becomes a subsidy for the corrupt. To be fair, Plato's cure, a city ruled by the wise, sounds beautiful and impossible. He knew it too. Later traditions offered humbler answers. Aristotle preferred balance, mixed institutions so no single appetite rules. Rome leaned on law. Modern republics learned to separate powers, publish budgets, and protect courts and a free press. Not because humans are angels, but because we aren't. So the antidote to corruption isn't a unicorn ruler, it's structures, sunlight, and citizens who stay awake. Listen closely, and you'll hear the ship creak today. Money swirls around elections and contracts. Spectacle beats competence. Parties treat power like property. And yet, there's another sound if you lean in. Communities filing public records requests, local reporters chasing paper trails, auditors who won't blink, judges who still read the law like it matters, neighbors who show up to sleepy committee meetings and won't be shooed away. Plato would recognize both currents, the drift toward flattery and the stubborn hands on the wheel. The question is which current gets fed. History offers reminders. During the Cold War, US surveillance cast a shadow over civil rights leaders. Safety was the banner, but trust withered in the dark. Today, China's social credit system promises order and compliance, but at the cost of personal liberty. Both are echoes of Plato's ship, power steering by fear, not wisdom. And here's the heart. Freedom isn't a calm harbor, it's the open sea. The moment we trade the waves for the promise of still water, we've already surrendered the wheel. So, does corruption win when the powerful forget the people? Sometimes, but only if the people forget themselves first. The ship of state doesn't need a hero at the helm. It needs many steady hands, a compass we can argue about honestly, and stars we still bother to learn. That's my lantern for tonight. If this stirred something, pass it to a friend who's tired of the noise but not done caring. I'm Quinn. This is Think Again. Until next time, question on. And if you want to keep wandering with me through the wisdom of the past and the puzzles of the present, don't forget to subscribe.